Here it is, December 11, 2022. We're into week number 60 of major construction. Down here by the Aline building, I'm going to shoot some kind of recon video today of the site in general and see what we can see. Down here in the West Paseo area, they're basically getting everything cleaned up and starting to do some finish up work here. And you see in the flower beds here, planter areas, they put large stones in there, kind of big rocks that it looks like they're going to use to fill up these planter areas here. So if we look down here at this one, we can see that same treatment down through here using large rocks. And let me climb up here a little bit higher. If we look across over to the raised flower bed back over there, we can see that that's also gotten the same treatment with large rocks placed in it. Not a very decorative look, but I guess it serves their purpose there. And down through here, they completed pouring their sidewalk on down through here to the Gateway Plaza back there. So that's all completed and fixed up. If we look back over here at the restroom, we can see they've continued to do some painting on this restroom to tone down that sort of bright green that was there. It's now become almost a very almost grayish green. So that's been painted to tone that down. Look back over here across the site, continuing to do some work back over in front of the little museum there. They placed those capstones on top of that old concrete also. And I hear people talking down here, so they may be at the point where they're coming in here and working on Sunday now to get some stuff done. Let's see. This is basically what we have going on here in the West Paseo this morning. And let me show back over here. Also, we can see down where the new brick was laid down there, they've cleaned up that little planter area down there, and they're getting that all fixed up. So I'm sure they'll give that some kind of treatment in the future. So this is what we have going on in the West Paseo. I'm going to stop this now, and I'm going to move on around to various spots and see what's going on around the site today. Alrighty. Alright, here I am coming up by the venue building now. I'm going to just show a little bit more of what's happening with the hallway down through here that they're getting fixed up. You can see that they've come in and put new concrete on the pillars down through here, and so they're going to paint these up, I think, and get them all fixed up. And then this hallway down through here will be in good shape. If we look back down here, and this will be the entryway here into it off of the ramp. I don't know if they're putting any handrails up here. You'd think they would have some handrails or maybe even fence along here to keep people from accidentally moving out and you know, falling off the ramp, falling onto the ramp or something there. So this is how this looks down through here. It's getting finished up, and back over here in these other flower beds, I don't know if they're going to put those big rocks down here or maybe have smaller rocks down on this end. We'll see. But and right out there will be where the yearlings will come back to. So this is what we got going on down here this morning. I'm going to move on around to some of my other spots today and see what we can see down there. Alrighty. Let's call this good. I'm going to take just a few seconds here to shoot over the fence down the length of the West Paseo. I haven't done this in quite a long time, but I'm just looking up at the phone now, but just a shot down through the West Paseo to see what it looks like here. Sunrise coming up just now back in the east there. A little bit of a scan around here just to kind of give a perspective on what this is, how much this has changed since way back in October of last year when they tore this all up. So I just wanted to shoot a quick little piece here, and so I'm going to stop this now. Right, here I am coming out of the parking structure, coming up by AZ88 back over here. To shoot off of the patio area, make a quick shot over the fence here into the construction area where the new bar is being built by Aline Architects. So got a huge hole down in here, if I can show that. Big hole, oops, big hole down in there. So getting that all fixed up. That's taking shape over there. Let's go back over here onto the patio area. One thing I noticed when I was down here on Saturday, checking the area out, they came in with a tree trimming crew here on Saturday afternoon, and you can probably tell they came through here and trimmed all these trees up quite a bit. So this is all, got the sun right in my face now. I think I'm pointing in the right direction yet. But you can see through here somewhat that they trimmed all these trees out down through here. So now it's much easier to see through into the area through here without all of the foliage and stuff that was on the trees there before. So this is all, so in general they're just cleaning up the site on a whole. You can see they've also planted some larger trees down through here, and you can see it's easier to see through these trees now that are out here. Pretty nippy out today too. Must be in the low 40s or something like that right now. But we can see what's going on here. The whole site is just getting cleaned up in general, and getting put into shape. So I'm going to stop this here, and I'm going to move on around to my Stair perch over there and shoot a little bit from there, and it'll be more evident down there how much of the foliage and stuff they've cut out of these trees here. Alrighty. Right, here I am coming up to my West Bowl Stair perch, and we'll shoot a little bit here, see what we can see is happening across this part of the site. And you can see right off the bat, I think, if you remember from any of my past videos down here, they've really trimmed these trees up, so you can see the canopy quite well back over there now, and you can see much easier all through this area here how much has gotten cleaned up and the trees have been trimmed. I'll throw up a couple of graphics on here that show the tree trimmers down here on Saturday. But you can see this has been cleaned up and made to look much more leaner from a viewing standpoint. So I'll just look down through here. We planted a lot more larger trees right down there ahead of us back towards the East Bowl canopy. So the whole site, you can tell, is from a few weeks ago even, is much cleaner and fixed up and neater looking And you can see through here a lot easier now with these trees trimmed up. So I'm going to finish up here now. I'm going to move around to the east end of the project and see, they were working on that canopy down there when I was down here last, which was Wednesday, I think. So we'll see what they're doing down on the east end, and then I'll finish up my day, and that'll be it for this December 11th day. Alrighty. Alright, here I am down at City Hall Civic Lawn, shooting over the fence to the 360 canopy back over there. I'm using my 77mm iPhone lens here. Gives a better close-up view of things than that wide-angle lens. So we can see all through here, as I noted, I think when I was down here on Wednesday, it was, they really have the site all cleaned up pretty much across here. So you can see in front of the canopy there, that whole stretch there is like fixed up and cleaned off. So they might, you know, put turf down on there in the not too distant future. We'll see how it goes, but in general they're getting the site cleaned up and getting it prepped for some of the final steps that need to be taken to get it finished off. So shoot just a little bit here. I don't think this is that different from when I was down here on Wednesday, really. Back over here, the restroom and the water and fog plaza. We got that pretty far along. They just need to do some landscaping and whatnot down through there. So kind of mellow down here on this Sunday. So I'll just finish up over here by the canopy. Call this good. I'm going to move around to the East Bowl, and then that'll finish up this recon day, I think. Alrighty. Right, here I am down at the East Bowl. They're working on this canopy down here, the East Bowl canopy, doing some welding, and on my 77mm lens here currently. I may switch back to the wide angle lens here, but getting just a little bit of this canopy from my telephoto lens. See what we can see down here. They are working on Sunday now, getting this East Bowl canopy moved on along. So let me pan around here, see what I can see from this perspective. And not much else going on down here on Sunday, but back up here in the social hub, where the water and the fog plaza sits, back up in there. See back up there. But not a whole lot going down here on Sunday. So let me pause this. I'm going to switch lenses here real quick, back to my wide angle. Right here I am on my wide angle lens now. I'm going to pan back over here to the canopy, and sun's sort of right in my eyes there, so not sure exactly what I'm shooting at, but there's the canopy they're working on down there, getting that fixed up, doing some welding down here on this end. I think they're adding more pieces across the top there, it looks like to my eye. I believe they added more pieces in there, and they're starting to get that whole superstructure put together there. Get that fixed up, push that forward. They're down here working today because I think tomorrow, starting tonight, we're supposed to have another significant rain event moving to the Phoenix area, a large storm system moving off the Pacific. I think it dumped a lot of snow in California on the high mountains there. So we'll be seeing rain tonight and probably into tomorrow, so that may curtail activities. So maybe they're taking advantage of the weather here to get as much done as they can so they don't lose a day there totally. But here we are down the East Bowl, as I've already said, and my hands are getting pretty cold now. So I'm going to finish this up for the day, call it good, head back home, get this all fixed up and posted later today. Alrighty, let's call this good.